Hey, so today what we're going to do is we're going to look at some humbuckers and we're going to see if adjusting the pole pieces on those humbuckers actually makes a difference in tone as opposed to just raising the humbucker up. So what we're going to do is we're going to have a sound sample at the end of the humbuckers just as they are, flat across the board, as you can see there. And then we're going to compare it to raising each pole piece. We're also going to go over how we get those pole pieces raised. It's very easy to do, so here we go. All right, so let's go ahead and get these raised. So I finally got a tripod. You may notice this will be a much better angle, and I have both hands free, yay. All right, so it's very, very easy to do this. So basically what you're going to do is each of these pole pieces, these here and these here, they're adjustable. You can raise and lower them. The magnets actually screw out. And you just use a flathead screwdriver like this, and you can loosen or tighten them to raise or lower them. So basically what you want to try to do is achieve the radius of the fretboard using these. So as is typical with every guitar, it's lower here, a little higher here, and highest here. It arcs over a little bit. So what you're going to do is you're going to raise this one by an extra half turn or so, this one an extra half turn or so, and then repeat going back down. Let's go ahead and do that. So what you're going to do is start here, and you're going to turn it left to loosen it, which would raise it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to loosen it 3 turns, okay? We're going to do the same thing here, 3 turns. 1, 2, and then 1 more, 3. Okay, then this one, I'm going to do 4 turns because we want it to be a little higher. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Same thing over here. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then these 5 turns because they're highest. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Begin here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. All right. Looks like this one did not raise at all when I turned it. That's a little concerning. I guess maybe whoever owned this guitar before just like screwed it down like crazy. I don't know. Turning it doesn't seem to do anything. That's kind of a... There, it's starting to come up a little bit. All right. So let's do it a little more. That's the thing about this is you don't know what was done to the instrument before you had it, if you didn't buy it new, and then even if you did. So you know, if you know that all of them are exactly even, then you can very easily do it like I said and just count them. But when it's not clear, yeah, this one's not really turning either. Huh. Well, that might give us a unique sound, won't it? So I guess the solution then would be to just lower this one back so that it's lower. There. That ought to do it. Hopefully you can see that in the video. Let me adjust it a little. So as you can see, our middle are higher and our outer are lower. I'm going to proceed to do that with the neck humbucker as well, and then I'll show it to you. It's all done. As you can see, we've got our pole pieces are lower, higher, higher, same, lower, lower. What I found out about this pole piece here is if you apply any downward pressure, it just falls back in. If you loosen it without applying downward pressure, it does raise. So there's that. A clearer example is here up top. You can definitely see the arc. I have no idea what this is going to do to my tone. I've seen people suggest doing this. I do this on all my guitars, but I've never actually done a before and after comparison to see if it actually does anything. This is the only one that did not get that treatment from me. This instrument is a pawn shop find. I actually found it on my birthday, and I got it for a sick deal, and I really like it. I'll do a separate video on this guitar later. But a good way to test to see if you raised them too much, come here to the last fret. In this case, it's the 24th fret. That's one of the cool things about this guitar. It's a Les Paul style with 24 frets. But hold it down and And as long as you do that and none of the magnets are scraping against the string, you know you're probably going to be fine. So, without further ado, let's go to the direct comparison before and after. I just want to clarify that this comparison is being done with the exact same amp. It's the one behind me. That's the Guitar Research T64 RS tube. Exact same guitar, exact same pick. Nothing is being changed. Exact same microphone down there on that cabinet. Everything is going to be exactly the same. The only thing that changed is the pickup height. Very curious to see if we hear a difference, so here we go. After listening to the clips back to back, in the cleans, it doesn't sound like there's much of a difference, just a little bit more output. On drive, though, is where it really comes to life. On the bridge position, it sounds like with the raised pole pieces, it sounds like there's a little bit more attack, a little bit more bite, is the best way I can describe it. A little bit more mids, a little bit more highs. The flat sounds a little flat the before. Now, if you go to the neck position, it sounds like a little bit more bass comes through with the pole pieces raised, which I didn't really expect. Overall, I definitely think it's worth doing. I think it adds a little bit, not a huge amount, but a little bit more out of your humbuckers. So I highly suggest doing it if you have adjustable pole pieces. Thank you very much for watching. I really appreciate it. If you like what I do, please subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Thank you.